What's going on, guys? So today, we kind of going over what I think is just an important, uh, not issue, but information right now with what's going on with grading, and specifically, I'm only going to be talking about PSA, Peer Grade X, and HGA. Main reason is because they are the only graders that you can kind of pull in a pop report for the total number of cards that they have graded. Um, I GMA does not have a pop report at all. SGC does have a pop report, but I cannot figure out how to do the total number of cards they have graded. You can check per card. Like if you have for example, if you have a 2019 Panini Chronicles Sekou Doumbouya, SGC 9, you could, pull up how many nines have been graded, how many 9.5s and 10s, and etc. But what I cannot do is pull in how many cards have been graded per sport. And BGS, I'm not really interested in BGS at this time. I like their slabs, I like their subgrades, but I just have done zero research on BGS since pretty much the last 9 months. So I don't keep up with them very much, and so that's why I don't have them in this discussion. But we do have three. PSA, obviously, because they are king of the hill, and everyone's waiting on the July 1st date on when they are supposed to be, reintroducing some levels. Peer Graded X is the newest kid on the block, and they are uh, accepting submissions right now, so you can check them out on their website. And HGA is kind of like that Cinderella darling right now throughout Facebook, where they've kind of catch spark and caught fire from a lot of people on Facebook. So I just want to talk quickly about the newer two, just because they're a little bit easier to talk about and they are going to be very quick and easy. Essentially, what I've been doing is keeping track of how many cards have been grading per day for the last several days. And so I want to make this kind of like a weekly update. I don't know how often I'm going to be doing it, but I just want to just check in from time to time, provide an update where we're at with the grades and stuff. So Peer Graded X is the owner's Carson Cruz. He has a team of other investors and management at Peer Graded X. And right now, when I started doing this spreadsheet back in May 3rd, back on May 3rd, so from May 3rd to May 12th, they had 24 cards on their pop report, and they have continued to only list those 24 cards. So in a span of, these 10 days, there's been no movement on that pop report. So I did have a short, message back and forth with one of the guys from Peer Graded X. I believe his name was Alan, and I guess they're only trying to load the pop reports once or twice a month. They're trying to update it once or twice a month. So, it is what it is. That's what with what they're going with. I let him know kind of from a customer perspective what I like to see. But at the end of the day, it's their decision on how they manage their pop report. Um, They did also say that they do not upload or update the pop report until after the customer has received their cards, so that the customer does not, uh, I guess, get surprised or cannot, or others can't see the grade on the pop report before the customer. Something to that effect. Which I let him know if I was grading with pure graded X, and uh, if I was receiving a card, it should be my option if I wanted to log in and look at my grades. And obviously, as others, and the website also says, they're the only pop report that has these subgrades to the pop report, so that's pretty cool. So enough with pure graded X. I hope them, wish them the best, and I hope that we can see some updates on their 24 cards next time I do this video. All right, the next one is HGA. I started keeping track of HGA back on May 5th, and from May 5th to May 12th, they went from 862 cards on their pop report to 1,023 cards. So again, HGA is currently accepting, I believe it's 7,000 cards per week, and they started off with only, I think, 1,000 cards per submission back about 2 or 3 months ago, maybe 4 months ago now. So they should have quite a bit more than just a little bit over 1,000 cards in their pop report. So this just kind of tells me that they're not putting a lot of emphasis on their pop report. So I hope that they can keep this pop report current and update it as we move forward with HGA. I can tell you that HGA's pop report is still very rough around the edges, so I hope they're able to also update the the user friendliness of that pop report. So enough with HGA. The big one here is PSA. So I started keeping track of PSA back on April 30th, and then pretty much every day since then I have been manually going into PSA, checking my own submissions, and then just checking in on the pop report. What I have come to conclude is, my conclusion is that they are averaging right around 20,000 cards per day. Some days quite a bit less, some days quite a bit more. All right, so some days they only did right over 1,000, 19,000, 21,000, 21,000, 24,000, 28,000. They had 0 cards on Mother's Day, obviously, so it looks like they're not really working a whole lot on Sundays, because the Sunday prior they only did 1,000 cards. And then on Monday, May 10th, they did right around 4,500 cards, and then 18,000. And then on May 12th, they did 27,000. So, yeah, we have movement with PSA. There is quite a bit of cards that they are grading, but I think we will be shocked if we see any sort of movement on their backlog by July 1st. So their reported rumor backlog is, say 10 million cards, and if you do this divided by 25,000, that's 400 days, guys. That's 400 days that they would need to get through their backlog of 10 million cards. Obviously, they're not going to get through their backlog. They don't want to get down to 0, because that would mean they have, no work for their employees and etc. So say even at 5 million, you know, you're still looking at 200 days at 25,000 cards per day. So um, I don't know what the answer is to PSA. I don't know how they're going to be able to pull this off. Supposedly they're hiring more people, so we will see what happens in the future with them. But I will keep this as a weekly update, and just let me know what you guys' thoughts are. And take care out there. Be safe.